I think we can all agree that Warren Buffett is one of the greatest investors of all time. And because of financial regulations, he has to disclose his portfolio to the public. And with a portfolio bigger than ever, investors like you can take a look at what he's investing in right now, today. In this video, we'll be breaking down Warren Buffett's 2021 portfolio. Welcome to Empire Investing, where we'll be sharing the latest in stock market news, technology, and innovative investment strategies for aspiring millionaires and billionaires. If this is your first time watching our channel, welcome, and please do consider subscribing to see more videos just like this. And with that, let's go ahead and get started. Number 1. Apple. In Buffett's investing company, Berkshire Hathaway, the largest position is with Apple. Apple makes up about 48% of his stock portfolio and owns 944.3 million shares with a company worth $109 billion. Everyone knows what the company does. The main thing that Apple sells is iPhones, which make up 41% of their revenue. They also sell the iMac, which makes up 14% of the revenue, and the iPad for 10.5%. They also offer wearables such as the iWatch and other home accessories that makes up 12.2%. And lastly, their services such as iTunes, the App Store, Apple Music, Apple Pay, and so on, which makes up 22.5% of their revenue. Apple is one of the biggest companies in the world, valued at over $2 trillion. The price of an individual stock is $168 per share, with earnings of $5.61. Apple's stock has rallied well over the past couple of years, from $24 in 2016 to more than 5 times that this year. Apple has a strong business model, and it's obvious to see based on the number of people who buy products from the company. Number 2. Bank of America. The Bank of America is one of the biggest banks in America, and it makes up 10.6% of Buffett's portfolio, valued at over $24.3 billion. Bank of America is pretty affordable for about $47.92 per share, and their earnings of $3.26 per share, which gives them a low P/E ratio of 13.42. What's interesting about this stock is they pay a dividend of about 1.75%. And one thing about Buffett is he's into banking stocks for the longest time. Although the price is cheap in these market conditions, business models of banking and only time can tell if this is a smart investment to hold on to this 2022. Number 3. Coca-Cola. If you've noticed, Buffett's main stocks all operate simple business models. Coca-Cola is a staple brand, and it's obvious why Buffett also has this in his portfolio. Buffett owns 400 million shares worth about $19.7 billion. Coca-Cola distributes drinks all over the world and sells them at various outlets. This includes brands like Coke, Fanta, Sprite, Schweppes, Simply Orange, Smart Water, and a lot more. The good thing about Coca-Cola is that their dividend, which yields at 2.79%, and they've increased this for 58 years consecutively, which makes it one of the safest dividend-paying stocks. Number 4. American Express. American Express is a financial services company founded in 1850. They're famously known for their charge cards, credit cards, traveler's checks, and so on. Another thing that Buffett loves is to invest in financial-oriented companies, and this stock makes up to 6.6% of his portfolio. He owns 151 million shares valued at $15.2 billion. This stock has gone through a lot over the years. In 2016, it went up to more than 150%, and although they were hit pretty hard, they've rebounded nicely. Kraft Heinz. Speaking of companies that went through a rough patch, there's also Kraft Heinz, which we'll look into later in the video. Buffett owns 325.6 million shares, valued at $9.7 billion, which makes up 4.3% of his portfolio. Kraft Heinz is the third largest food and beverage company in North America, with over $25 billion in annual sales, which all is thanks to their big brands such as Waddy's, Kool-Aid, Jell-O, and much more. However, because they lack innovation with their products, they aren't doing so well and the prices have dropped drastically. But true investors know what this means. Some investors say that this is an opportunity to buy as the prices are low, but it's up to you to decide whether you want to take the risk or not. At number 6 and number 7 is Moody's Corp and USBank. The next stock we're going to be talking about are financial stocks, Moody's Corp and USBank. Moody's Corporation makes up 3.1% of Buffett's portfolio, while USBank adds 2.1%. Similar to American Express and Bank of America, banking stocks will have to stand a test of time. Although their prices are relatively cheap, you have to look out for signs, especially in these economic conditions. Number 8. Charter Communications. Charter Communications is a cable operator and broadband services company in the United States. They provide internet and voice services to almost 26.2 million people. It's currently being sold at $604 per share and has done really well over the past couple of years, from $260 in 2018 to its price today. This makes up 1.4% of Buffett's portfolio, valued at $3.3 billion. Number 9. DAVITE Healthcare. DAVITE Healthcare makes up 1.4% of Buffett's entire portfolio. It's a smart move from Buffett to include healthcare in his portfolio. Healthcare, unlike other sectors, do better no matter what economic conditions we are in because people still need healthcare no matter what. Over the years, the stock has done well. Buffett bought this stock back in 2012 and has gone up almost 150% since then. As of in writing, the stock sells for about $111 per share with a P/E ratio of 12.54. Number 10. Wells Fargo. Last but not the least is Wells Fargo. Wells Fargo is the fourth largest bank in the United States, and Buffett owns 127 million shares, valued at $3 billion, which makes up about 1.3% of his portfolio. To sum it all up, Buffett owns a lot of financial-related stocks, which is around 26% of his portfolio. 51% is in information technology, which is mainly Apple. 13% in consumer staples such as COCA-COLA and Kraft Heinz, and 4% on both consumer discretionary and healthcare stocks. These are the top 10 stocks that make up 87% of Buffett's entire portfolio. The rest of the stocks are very small positions and are all under 1%. Stocks such as General Motors, AbbVie, Visa, Amazon, and a lot more. Aside from his top 10 stocks, another thing that's important to mention is Buffett's cash pile at Berkshire Hathaway. Buffett's currently sitting on $147 billion of cash, waiting for the perfect time to buy stocks at a cheaper price and make huge movements in the market. That's all that we've got for you today. It's a huge privilege to see his portfolio and get an idea of what you should invest in this 2022. Join the discussion in the comments below, and if you like the video, please do click the like and subscribe button. We'll see you guys in the next video.